Hi, Charles Cherney. I wanted to share 5 reasons I really like living in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Number 5 is proximity to Boston. It always takes my breath away when I'm down on Memorial Drive looking across the Charles River at Boston. And what a great neighbor to have and for it to be so close. When I travel, I often say that I live in Boston because Boston is the big city that people know that define the neighborhood of Greater Boston. And as a Cambridge resident, I love how close Boston is with all it has to offer. I can take the Longfellow Bridge across from Cambridge to Boston, and immediately upon landing on the Boston side, I'm at the foot of Charles Street in the historic Beacon Hill neighborhood. And it's always such a treat to walk up Charles Street to the Boston Public Garden and Common. Of course, across the Harvard Bridge, you land in the Back Bay neighborhood coming over from Cambridge. And then you can enjoy a walk down Newbury Street with all its shops, services, restaurants, and street life. And in the opposite direction, you can literally walk into Kenmore Square and Fenway Park. You can walk to a Red Sox game. So there's so much to Boston, all of the life and activity, the hustle and bustle, the big city, if you will, is right there across the Charles River from Cambridge. So proximity to Boston is a real bonus. Number 4 on my list is walkability. I happen to live outside Inman Square, and I can walk out my door and walk into Inman Square, and I can go to the hardware store if I need something. I can pick up a pizza at All Star Pizza. I can get some homemade ice cream at Christina's. I can easily, from my home, walk out to Hampshire Street to the corner market or up to Formaggio Kitchen Kendall for some gourmet treats. There's so much that I can walk to right from my home, and I can enjoy a daily walk down to the Charles River each day, which is wonderful. I can walk to my office in Harvard Square. It's not that far. So walkability across the city of Cambridge is a reality. There are many people out on foot, and having grown up in suburban Detroit in the geography of nowhere, if you will, where you needed a car to do anything to go anywhere, I'm really appreciative of living in Cambridge and enjoying the ability to walk to pretty much anything and everything in the city. Number 3 on my list is that Cambridge enjoys such a rich history. It dates back, the city does, to 1636, and for the U.S. to have a founding date in the 1600s is ancient history. Of course, people visiting from Europe will think nothing of this, but as an American, it's not every day you meet with a place that has such an early founding date. And over the many centuries, there's just been layer after layer of history. It's no secret that Washington mustered the American troops on the Cambridge Common at the time of the American Revolutionary War after 1775. And you can still feel that history when you walk through the Cambridge Common today on the doorstep of Harvard Square. There's so much wonderful preserved historic architecture in the city. As a residential real estate agent, it's my great good fortune to be going in and out of houses in Cambridge each and every day. And so much of the architecture in the city has been preserved. There's a real sense of history just passing down pretty much any block in the city of Cambridge, as well as in city centers like Harvard Square. And I think people who visit Cambridge, people who live in Cambridge, are grateful and appreciative for its rich history. Number 2 on my list are all the green spaces, the parks that you find in the city of Cambridge. At the end of my block, outside of Inman Square, there's a pleasant pocket park, renovated, well-maintained. It's great to walk through it each day, to drive by it, to see other people enjoying it. And nearby is Senate Park on the doorstep of Central Square. Recently, the city's been renovating this park. They've completed it in part now with the play spaces for children now reopened, and the green spaces will be reopening later this year. And so it's just so great that be it a pocket park or a bigger park like Senate Park or the green space in front of the main public library on Broadway, Joan Lorenz Park, these are parks that are getting a great deal of use by city residents, that are well maintained by the city. And there's lots of them of all sizes, and including some larger parks like Daney Park, which is further out in neighborhood 9 near North Cambridge, which is like a mini Central Park. So hats off to the city of Cambridge for having so many green spaces of all sorts and maintaining them, and for them to be getting regular use and to be enjoyed by the residents. And then number one on my list of reasons I love and like Cambridge is the presence of Harvard and MIT. It's no secret that these two major world-class institutions are located in Cambridge, and they're both drawing so many people in from all over the world, students, professors, people who work at the universities, visitors. And there's always so much life and such a pulse in both campuses. So having gone to Harvard, I'm never anything but appreciative for the university. Walking through Harvard Yard to this day remains a magical experience. There's so many lectures, concerts, special things happening. You know, it's an incredible place. And more recently, in recent years, I've been walking on the MIT campus, and similar to Harvard, there's a large student population. There's a pulse. There's a lot going on. It's an incredible place and campus. And, you know, I can't say enough good things about Harvard and MIT as felt realities in the city of Cambridge that lend so much energy and so much identity and so much life to the city. And, you know, they really are in large part what make Cambridge so special. Sure, there's more to the story, as the other things that make Cambridge nice to live in, you know, complete the picture, but they're really a big part of what make Cambridge special. So my name is Charles Cherney, and I am a top residential real estate agent based here in Cambridge. I welcome the opportunity to connect with you as you give thought to buying the right home or selling for the best price, or simply to answer your questions about the market, your home, and the community. Reach out at any time by text, telephone, or email if I can be of service to you. I welcome the opportunity to connect, and I hope that you discover and love and like Cambridge just as much as I do. Be in touch. Take care.